The white supremacists want it that way. What they did, there are a lot of black people, I came up around them, that learn how to read and write very well in a one-room schoolhouse. One room. Many of the black people walking in that room barefooted, no shoes at all. I'm talking about back in the 1930s. No shoes on their feet at all. Barefooted in a one-room schoolhouse.
You saw this?
You have polished floors and janitors all over the place, keeping everything all neat and nice, lockers and whatnot for your private things that you bring in and put them in there and whatnot. And you have shoes on your feet of all kinds, sometimes very expensive, very fancy shoes, and not learning anything. Why? The white supremacists have set it up that way. And how did they do this? By having all these other things going on right outside of the walls of the school that are far more attractive. And so you're sitting there waiting for the bell to ring so that you can join what is going on out in the streets, because the streets now is the schoolhouse. That's where you learn what the real deal is. And the streets are telling you, be a gangster. That's what the streets tell black people now in the Northwestern Hemisphere, maybe in other places. Be a thug and prey on, kill the people that you were raised up around. Make everything as miserable as you possibly can for everybody that you encounter who looks like you. That is the educational system now. And that's why that has the dominant influence. And it's all kind of little inventions and devices to help that along. So when you walk in those walls and people are talking about, and then another thing, they're mostly talking about white people's successes. What Kit Carson did and all that, and what Julius Caesar said and what he did and all that, and what Christopher Columbus did and all that. So everybody's sitting up there waiting on the bell to ring so that they can get out there in the streets and the males rob and steal and get to be some type of person that makes money selling something that will bring in a whole lot of money, like drugs and whatnot. And the females just told, get another hairdo and another tattoo, and all your problems are solved. That's what the streets tell you. Because that is the institution that the white supremacists have set up outside of the walls of the school. Yes. And that's the greatest influence.